Now I mark the low of this candle here. This candle here, I mark the low, then the high of this candle. If you look closely, there was no movement in that area. There was no movement in that area. This is what I'm trying to highlight out. Here, there was no movement. There was no candle movement at all. So that is what we know as what we call it a void. It is known as a void. We call it a liquidity void. So the liquidity void will also act as a what? As a magnet to the price. So I called 103.088, but I expected it to give me 102.730 to 102.674, because that was the movement, that was the void that was created by the market. So consequently, this was on the 16th of January 2024, and then on the 15th of January 2024, the market trade back to that same level on the what? On the 8th, of February 2024. So these are some signatures you need to know about the market. Is either the market trades to an imbalance, or the market runs for stops. Both are liquidities. Those are where liquidity lies. The market goes for liquidity. Is either liquidity in form of sell stops or buy stops, or liquidity in terms of sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency, volume imbalance, or a liquidity void. So the market has to revisit those levels. Those are the two things the market runs for. Is either for liquidity of stops, or to be efficiently delivered of an inefficiency of a previous inefficiency. So the void was an inefficiency of a sell movement. So the moment the market runs up and leave that gap, I knew the market has already hints me that okay, in the nearest future I'll be back here. Now that is that on dollar index. So the coming week, where are we watching? I personally, I'll be watching this low here. We have liquidity resting below it. Then if you look closer, there is also a fair value gap in form of buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency there. So I expected the coming week to give us a clear on these stops here, and dip its hands into this previous fair value gap BC. These are fair value gap on a weekly time frame, but we also have a BC here. We also have a BC here that is yet to be completely filled. So we have a BC here. This will be our target for the coming week on dollar weekly chart, you can see the BC was for the BC here. So I expect the market to tip its hand into here, at least to give us that delivery minimum of the movement into this fair value gap here. That is on our weekly chart. That means the market should be able to deliver the the previous week's low. Then it should move towards the fair value gap, then towards the BC as well on our weekly time frame. So do we have a coordinate? We should have a coordinate. We should have a coordinate. So the market should be able to revisit 1.102.467. Yes, the market should be able to revisit 102.467. Then the fair value gap here, then the fair value gap here as well. So the coming week we'll be watching those two areas. Also, in terms of retracement, I'll be expecting 103.8 103.08 to serve as another support, because there is a fair value gap here. So I won't be surprised if I see a movement into this fair value gap, then start delivering the coming week. So those are the two areas we'll be watching on dollar index. So dollar index is the baseline. That is the only pair we spend much time on. So let's go to our Euro USD. On Euro USD, I mentioned the market. I mentioned I'm interested in the market. The market giving us what? The market giving us this high. Correct. The market giving us this high. I said I'm interested in the market giving us that high. Then the market should be able, the moment the market has given us the level I called last week as follows: 1.08895, 1. Okay, sorry, I'm still coming there. Let me make it one after the other. Now, I said I'm interested in the market giving us 1.08895, 1.03883, which is this level, 1.08975, which is the third level I called last week. And every movement has been taken. Every level has been taken. So we'll be expecting the market to move and gravitate towards 1.10171. that will be our that will be our low hanging fruits for the week. 101 1.10171. So since we are bullish on Euro USD, that will be the low hanging fruits we will be taking, and at least it should be able to give us up to 10470 or thereabouts, to 1.10470. At least the Euro USD should be able to travel that far the coming week. Also, quick run into our GBP USD. On GBP USD, I said last week, I said I will stick to my previous week's weekly bias. And that, what I meant by that was that I expected the market to give me 1.27649. 1.27649. That was the analysis I made on the 25th of February. But on the 20 by 3rd of February by 3rd of March, the market is yet to deliver up to that level. But now the market has given me the digit 1.27649. It has been delivered beautifully. I expected 1 point that on the 25, I expected 1.27075, which is this. Then a movement up to 1.27649. Was that a coincidence? No. The fact that those levels are yet to be met does not discourage me. I knew what I saw and why I sticked to that bias. So on GBP USD, for now, I'll be interested. I will be interested in seeing the market giving us this high. I'm interested in the market giving us this high. Okay, let's see what was the high of that candle. The candle that forms on the 27th of July 2023. So the high comes in as what? 1.29956. I think that will be the next level I will be watching. I'll be watching that level the coming week. Okay, let me do this way. Let me change the coordinate on this. Since it has been visited, let me change the coordinate 1.29956. So the next level I will be interested in will be this. In the coming week, will it be delivered in a day? I don't know. Can it deliver in a day? I don't know. what I'm sure of is that it will get there. But in terms of retracement, I'll be watching a movement back into this fair value gap here. I'll be interested in deciding in this fair value gap here. So the fair value gap there, I'll be interested in making the decision there. Let's bring it out. So if I should see a movement into that area, I'll be able to reload, then catapult myself into 1.29956. Now to the next one, Nasdaq. Last week the digit on Nasdaq was 18338.28, and as you can see, the market delivered beautifully into that level on Thursday and on Friday. The level was taken on Monday already. Then we saw a retracement back. Then on Thursday and Friday, those levels got revisited. So the level was taken. So with that, it will take us back. It will take us back into before we mentioned where we'll be going next. I want you guys to observe the movement and how Nasdaq traded back into this fair value gap. I mentioned the previous weeks that I expect the market to visit that fair value gap. I think that was 2 weeks ago. So, and the fair value gap should serve as a support to the market since Nasdaq, Dow, and S&P 500 has been trading high. They have been on their highest high for a while. So I'm not interested in calling tops and bottom. I go with the trend. So the market got to the order block here, then the bullish order block here, and continue upward. That was on Tuesday, and give us the digits we expected on Friday. Gives us food on Friday. On Thursday, now, can you call this a coincidence? On Thursday, the high of Thursday's candle, which is 7th of March, the high comes in at what? 188. Let me take this off of it. Now, the high comes in at 188. Oh, sorry, 18338.34. Why I called 18338.28. Now tell me, is that a coincidence? What is wrong with my mic?